Hey Kyle, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I think I noticed you putting a couple fingers in the air after your sack. I would assume that's in reference to a record you're chasing, or that could be up for grabs for you. Is that a safe assumption?
Yeah, that's what that was. That's what that was. Yeah.
And I'm guessing you're aware that Dylan has a record that he's chasing. He's also 2 away from. Do you guys ever talk about the possibility of what that can mean if y'all are both able to get it this season?
Yeah, we know it's in sight for both of us. So we're just talking about like racing to get around to the queue and just some competitive bickering. Like I'm going to get there, you're going to get there, stuff like that. But nothing more than that.
I think you said once that you sometimes like playing away games better than home games or just going in someone else's atmosphere. Obviously, Saturday's arguably going to be the craziest. And I guess, how are you learning about the Clemson, South Carolina history? Kind of where are you at with it mentally right now?
Nothing like Williams Bryce, but I do like playing in away games more than home games. Just like you said, just the fact that you go to someone else's place and then win the game. And with it being Clemson, rivalry games are always exciting. My last place, our rival was Georgia. So, I mean, I'm used to playing rivals. I've seen Clemson also, and I'm ready to play them. So, yeah, I'll say that.
Like you said, you've been in a couple intense rivalries at Georgia Tech against Georgia, but what's the key to a rivalry game for you? What are you telling younger players who maybe haven't played in a situation like this?
Probably just treat it like any other game, but at the same time, keep it in the back of your mind that this is something different, which is probably hard to do because it's like contradicting points. But probably the main thing we're drilling to everyone is just treat it like a normal game and everything else take care of itself.
Kyle, what does it say about both these teams this week that maybe earlier in the season some outsiders may have looked at some results and said, you know what, the season's over, they're not going to accomplish anything, and now you two are probably the highest ranked rivalry game out there on ranked things. That's got to say something about perseverance and sticking to the course and really kind of achieving what you want to achieve.
Yep, well, we definitely talk about that and say that like, it's a testament to our work and the consistency that we had throughout the season, and also, like you said, the resilience and perseverance, like of not like we're losing a couple games and let's get down. And I feel like our main focus after we saw some results didn't go our way was to put the best product out on the field every weekend from here on out. I feel like we've been doing a good job with that, and we got to continue on Saturday.
Hey Kyle, what's your perception on Clemson's offense right now? Like, what have you seen on tape from them? What stands out?
Offensively, they're a good group. They got a good quarterback. They got some young receivers, but they're good and they make plays. Tight ends, athletic, good offensive linemen. As far as who I'll be seeing, they got some good tackles. They got guys who returned, things like that. But they're a good team overall.
Before you got to South Carolina, did you have any awareness of the Carolina-Clemson rivalry and how intense it is? And how long did it take you after you got here to learn about it?
I knew the rivalry was intense. I figured just because it's a rivalry anyway that it would be intense. But I'm getting here and learning more about it and how it didn't go our way last year, right? But the last time we went up there, it did. So, like, things like that and how different factors of the game, I won't get too deep into it, but how different factors of the game have affected previous performances against them and how we're going to do better this week and things like that. So, yeah, I'm learning more about the history and it's meaning more to me.
Do you ever watch Clowney's highlights from South Carolina? And if so, do you see any resemblance in yourself?
Yeah. I do watch. I have watched his highlights. He's a lengthy, long edge rusher that I saw on tape. I actually was just watching his Clemson game, so I see a lot of similarities with the way he played with his length with me. I say that's it.
Hey, Kyle. Clemson's a team that runs a lot of zone run scheme. That's something that Missouri was able to do pretty well against you guys a couple weeks back. What are some of the keys to shutting down a zone run scheme?
Man, we got to play better at the point of attack, especially our front with like our whole front seven, but the front four guys, we got to just do better at playing at the point of attack, and I feel like we'll stop the run this week.
Kyle, I'm certain that you guys all know what could be out there for you. Do you guys ever talk about the college football playoffs and where you might land if you are successful this week?
We know there's a possibility. We're focused on one game at a time and definitely going 1-0 this week. I mean, it's a possibility, but hey, we got to win today. We got to win this week. Sorry.